28 underground tapes as my ass captain publisher states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized as keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. First play, here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Throwing is Cousins. He's got Smith here. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overworked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Emmanuel Agba that time, able to drop him for a loss. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Here's Cousins. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
K.J. Osborne.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 27.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 41,
Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throw caught there by Osborne. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, here's Cousins. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Play fake. Cousins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Agnew. That is now 2 sacks for him here in his first half. So Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else in...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leading the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
To the air again, it's Cousins. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30, 10, and he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No clock on the field.
And no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of the half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Oh, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Big Raekwon Davis force the man fighting in for that sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want...
Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook from 17 yards out. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Looking to pass. Tua. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. On the out route, he's got Mostert. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
Okay, ready?
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And here he'll get it down to the 7. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Back near the goal line, Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Javon Holland. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Flush to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Tua. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Tua. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, and field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Cousins. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Cousins on 1st down. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins.